Want to sit back far and just spam, looking for a unit with a long red lock range? As usual, I got you back. Today I bring you the top 10 unit with the longest red lock. However, despite some of them having a long red lock range, they do not play from a long range. Stay tuned and listen all the way to get the full information. Number 10. Full Armor Unicorn Gundams, First Form. 8.8. Full Armor Unicorn have 3 forms, with the first form having the longest range. While in this form, it has access to a variety of missile warhead, allowing it to control a large space. While ultimately, Full Armor Unicorn will purge and go into Form 3. For the superior abilities, some players do choose to stay in Form 1 for a long time, if not the entire match. Despite the popularity is not on par with the Form 3, it definitely has much more armaments to spam, and not only that, it also possesses a fast fall, which when combined with the long red lock, allow it to survive fine. Number 9. Black Qubeley, 9 range. Black Qubeley, doesn't anyone play this unit? Well, yes, of course there are. It's also got an interesting cancel route of sending bits than main, which allow it to do some funny pointing finger motion. However, despite having a pretty long red lock range, most of her weapons got pretty bad or average tracking. Combining with how far the shot has to travel, it's not a negate advantage. But do not write this unit off yet, because players who stuck by it, despite how hard it is to make it work, do bring an interesting gameplay. Number 8. Extreme Gundam Eclipse with 9 range. Being Extreme Gundam that inherits some data from being Zero Gundams and a few lock-on suit. It has a red lock range of 9, which is pretty long. From range, it has a lot of weapons at its disposal, such as the Psycho Rifle and the shoulder cannons. While in Form 3, it now carry a Gyro Beat with very good muzzle correction, allowing the player to snipe a unit from afar. Its main is also manual reload main, so you will not have to worry about them running out. Before we continue, I'd like to spend a little time talking about our Patreon page. I promise it won't be long. I started a Patreon page in order to get income to allow me to be able to bring quality content to everyone in a timely manner. And we also will be needing funds to maintain our hardware and our limited hard drive space. For perks, we offer more community updates, a special role on Discord, and a personal evaluation of your gameplay, including a one-on-one live chat session to help direct you in the right direction to improve your EXVS gameplay. If you'd like to support the making of more English EXVS content, please consider checking out our Patreon page or start by joining our Discord for free. Thank you so much for your time, and back to the video. Number 7. Heavy Arm, 9.5 range. Heavy Arm, despite being a machine gun unit, do have a really long red lock range. However, despite his missile having a decent tracking, their speed are not impressive. This is why it's often played in mid to close range instead. Having a long red lock does mean he can start the melee track from very far away with his up melee, which is one of the main two for Heavy Arm to move around the map. However, the players are more limited when it comes to the movements, since it's a 2k unit with less boost compared to the 2.5k Heavy Arm. Number 6. Perfect Gundam with Sensor Eye Up, 9.5 range. Have you seen this unit? Not that many people play it, however, it is quite good starter 2k unit for new players who are interested in learning neutral. His Charge Shot B activates the Sensor Eye, which extends his range to 9.5, which is insane for 2k unit. That's as far as a true sniper unit like Cherudim, by the way. This allows it to sit back and bombard with Charge Shot A and shoulder rocket. But not only that, it is also equipped with Gyro B. If you can look past the silliness, this unit is actually great. You should give it a try. However, it is lacking in self-defense. The only close range tool it possesses is fast animation water guns. Yeah, again, sounds stupid, but it's actually quite useful. But who needs self-defense when you can just position yourself far away from conflicts to begin with? Number 5. Cherudim, 9.5 range. Cherudim is one of the most well-known sniper units in the game, and his red lock range is at 9.5. This allows him to stay far away and snipe the target from a safe range. His snipe has close to non-travel time since it reaches the destination immediately after the muzzle correction animation is played. These units, however, are quite sluggish and have problem handling heavy bombardment from close to mid-range, but it does have a shield that it can send to its partner or just put on itself for extra protection. Positioning and pacing are very important for Cherudim's gameplay, so the player will have to be mindful on the subject. For opposing teams, they better put some pressure on Cherudim's while facing it, or else they will eventually lose out on a neutral battle. Number 4. Hildolfr Tank Formed, 9.8 range. Hildolfr, the mobile suit mode, have a red lock range of 7.8, which is not ugly, but its true power emerges once changed into the tank form. During the tank form, its red lock extends to 9.5, and this is a 1.5k unit only. Not only does it have long range, its armaments also support the long range battle quite well, equipped with many fast travel bullets. However, if you think this is a unit that are easy to play, where you can just sit back and spam, you are wrong. This unit requires insane amount of micro to make it function well. With that being said, it's definitely be worth to admire the player who can master it, or maybe if you have a lot of time, you can try to put in the work yourself. Number 3. XS 9.8 range. XS range is ridiculous. In full boost, you can nearly stay at the other side of the map while abusing your auto incoms to do your dirty works while sniping the target here and there yourself. In Maxiboost On, XS possesses a redlock range of 9.8, which don't get me wrong, it's still pretty long. Now equipping with a small Qubeley as well, allowing it to do more damage from afar, or you can still stick with the old regular sniping method as well. It can also send out reflector income to mix up the sniping direction, making it much harder for the opponent to dodge it. Number 2. Heavy Arm Kai EW 11.5 range. We arrived at the longest redlock range unit at the neutral stage. I mean no power up or no switch. Heavy Arm Kai EW, again despite the insane redlock range. This unit is supposed to be played at around mid-range because how slow the main and the missile travel, it will become irrelevant and being ignored. Being a 2.5k, this unit have access to more firepower and boost, allowing it to remain active while firing out a lot of stuff. Again, this unit is one of the hardest units to play, so if you are interested in playing, be prepared to put in a lot of work. Number 1. The Charge Shot Level 2 of Dynames and 7 Sword Super. Infinite range. This is it. This guy can shoot you from the other side of the map. However, as you can see, these are not the unit neutral redlock range, but a redlock specific to a certain attack they possess. Dynames can play from range pretty well, however 7 Sword are more of a mid to close range units. So if you are looking to a real range shooter, Dynames can be your choice. Not only that, it can shoot from really far, it also has GN Mantle that help protect itself from incoming attack. So it is extremely powerful 2K unit. If you are looking for more EXVS content to watch, whether it's for entertainment purpose or educational purpose, we have a lot on our channel. Maybe check out the one on the top left corner right now.